If you're struggling on making content because you're not sure what type of content you're supposed to make, this video is for you. Short form content is not dead, despite of what all the other creators are talking about. It's crazy. You're going to see a bunch of creators kind of jump on the same bandwagon, talk about how long form is coming, raw content is coming, vlog style is coming, behind the scenes. These are all creators who are doing short form content. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but this type of content is still relevant, has been relevant, and is just being adopted from YouTube. If you take a look at all the types of channels on YouTube, it goes from education to vlog to time-lapse to behind the scenes. It was never something with a bunch of captions, graphics, animations. That was short form. See, 2022, 2023, that was the trend. Short form content with captions and all of these graphics, pictures, sound effects, all of that was added for one reason. And they say engagement. But honestly, it was to hide the message. Most of those topics, most of the messages that were being talked about and conveyed were boring as fuck. Let's be real. All those topics suck. So what they did was they try to put so much into these videos to keep the person engaged, the audience engaged, visuals. But now you're seeing a wave of creators jumping on the same bandwagon as always, saying this is going to be the new style of content. This is going to look at short form, the captions, the graphics. Most of that's not sustainable if you're pumping out 2-3 videos a day, let alone 20 videos a week. And some creators are actually doing that, but they're not doing it alone. They have a full team, which costs them money. And you've heard it. You have people like Ryan Pineda spending $40,000 a month, Alex Hormozi $40,000 to $80,000 because there's two of them, and then people like myself spending anywhere $2,000 to $3,000 for editors to keep the content going. But how long can you keep that going until you burn out, until you realize, I don't even like this, I'd rather just focus on the message, get better at the message? And that's what the creators are doing right now. They're not going to vlogs. They're not focusing on longer form. All of that's been there. What they're really doing is trying to get rid of all the BS, all the extra crap that we don't need in videos that kind of just go, oh, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of these videos they're dope. Don't get me wrong. The editing is sick. The graphics, the sound effects, it's cool. But you can only watch so many of these videos until your mind starts to go, and I'm going to speak for myself and for people around me that say the same exact thing. So before you go and listen to a creator, most of the time they're just doing it for a piece of content like this. They're going to tell you their predictions. They're going to tell you it's always what that they're not doing is the next thing. And it's kind of a little thing that happens, right? Oh, the next thing is this, which is the opposite of what you're doing. But people are already doing that, are being successful doing it. That's why it's important for you to figure out your strategy. It's not the type of content that's buzzing right now, the trends right now. All of that stuff constantly changes like your creators are telling you. If you focus on majority of these creators on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you're going to see the type of content they actually do. So you'll see a lot of people doing the tech stuff. Right now, everybody's somehow buying the DJI mic number 2 and forgetting about the first one. I personally do not like to go and buy another set of mics until I have a reason to. Not to make a video, but because I need it for my client, for my actual work, and I'm going to use it. So that right there, just seeing all the creators do exactly the same thing makes me want to not do it. And if you are a creative, you're going to do the things that everybody's not doing. I don't know if I'm speaking for myself or what, but I'm being totally honest. I did this shit to be different. I naturally wanted to be different than anybody else that's doing the same shit out there. And I think you do too. That's why you're an artist. That's why you're creative. You're breaking the rules. You're bending them. You're seeing what you can do different than what the norm is out there. So if everybody is doing the same shit, everybody's talking about the same thing, why are you going to listen to them so that you can follow the bandwagon? You were meant to stand out. You've heard this. You were born to stand out. And the only way you're going to do that is do your research. Listen to the creators, consume their content, but make a judgment for yourself. Are they making that content, or are they just watching a YouTube video and then making a video about what's to come? It's getting pretty crazy out there. People just keep following each other. But I'm sorry, people like Gary Vee, Casey Neistat, these bigger creators, even Peter McKinnon, they started doing big things, and then you had other people, regardless if they're friends like Matty Hapoya and other YouTubers, they start doing the same shit, okay? You and your friends should not be reviewing the same product and think like you do not have the same audience or it's not the same message. I'm sorry, but if one's following that person, the chances are they're following yours. So do something that stands out. Don't follow the bandwagon. Focus on the content that you enjoy making. And I know people are going to say, well, you're supposed to focus on the audience, Bobby. No, focus on the content you enjoy making because you're a creative first. You do that, that would actually speak to the right audience. You will attract the people that like that type of content. You'll attract the people that dig what you're doing. Those are the people you want to collaborate with. Those are the people you want to work with or speak to and build a community with. And if you're trying to get clients, then that's okay. Still create the content that you like, not what they want. Because at the end of the day, you make money, cool. You're going to have clients, cool. But are you really happy? You end up being like these creatives or business owners saying, oh, I'm just going to go back to how I originally started. There's a reason why they say that. It's because they get lost in the sea of creators, the sea of social media telling them what the next thing should be. The next thing isn't long form because long form has already been here. The next thing isn't behind the scenes videos or vlogs. Those already been doing it. And most of these creators have been showing their behind the scenes just in the short form content. Pick your platform, okay? Because long form doesn't mean anything if it's on a short form platform. So figure out the content you want to make. Listen to, a few people that you enjoy watching, but do your research. Figure out, does that fit or is that just working for them? All right, because at the end of the day, you have to put in the work. They can give you their suggestions, but they're going to continue doing what they want to do and create content so that you can keep watching them. So my advice going into 2024, if you're still figuring out what type of content to make, do it all. Figure out, do you like short form? Do you like long form? Can you add captions and graphics and all this stuff and still be sustainable? Can you create long form because you have a passion for what you're talking about? Can you not follow the trends because the trends always change? You were born to stand out, and the way you stand out is by being yourself first, then creating the content based off of who you are, the lifestyle you want, the things you want to do. And that, my friend, is the way you're going to get ahead past everybody. But it doesn't matter because that's not why you're doing it. You're going to get ahead. You're going to pass everybody because you love what you do. You're being the most authentic version of yourself. And I promise you, those other creatives, they're going to find you. They're going to realize, oh man, this person is good. They're dope. Listen to their message. I want to be like them, not the other way around. All right, my creatives, I am all set here. Sorry for the little rant. I want to put my own 2 cents in what's going on right now. So again, if you want to follow the trends, by all means, go for it. If you want to stick to short form or long form, go for it. But figure out what you want to do, the things that makes you happy and not everybody else. All right, you guys, I hope this helps. I can't wait to see you guys crush it. If you are a creative, let me know in the comments below the city and state you're from. And I want to check out your stuff. All right, you guys, peace.